Hello and welcome to another week's edition of the Waller Show. Once again, another wonderful week.
Great week, yeah.
Two at each meeting in the metropolitan area, like the provincials.
Things are going well, Charlie. First month of the season almost finished. I think we're up to 14 wins, city wins.
Yep.
So
A couple more today, hopefully.
yeah, might be 12.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can get up for
A couple more.
one every other day of the month.
So who were they?
What, the whole month?
No, last week.
Last Wednesday we had Dingu Mountain, it was good.
Very good win. Good ride by Hugh Bowman. Just got up there in the last stride.
And Sizzling Bullet, beautifully bred.
Yeah.
Good one more.
Nice colt of vineries and stepped up to the mile. Handled the breeze, didn't he?
Yeah, very testing track.
On to Saturday. Couple of good winners again. Sir
Yeah, we had
Bacchus.
Sir Bacchus, who was good for a good bunch of owners,
Yeah.
big bunch of owners, and Antonio Giuseppe.
Oh, wasn't that a win?
Mr. Mulo's luck continues.
It does, it sure does. If you want the best seafood in town, go to De Costi's at the fish markets. Best fish, probably in Australasia, if not the world.
I was going to say in town, that's a bit harsh.
Yeah, around the world anyway. Takes a lot of pride in that too, Tony, as he does in his horses. Great owner.
Righto, straight into Wyong. We'll just cover the cup, or do you want to cover the meeting? Okay, we've got Janu. First of all,
big weight,
big weight.
61 kilos, finds it hard with those weights, especially around the tight turning tracks. So, great old horse, he's been fantastic, but he'll struggle to win around that tight turning track, but class might take him there.
What about if the rain comes?
It's no good in the rain.
Okay, Sacred Master.
2100 will suit. It's just taken a bit of time to find his feet in these shorter races, but 2100 will really suit Saturday and Friday.
And Loophole.
Yeah, had no luck. He was just flushed out deep, and Tom Berry went forward on him, and he just doesn't race well like that. So hopefully gets a better run on Friday.
Nice lightweight.
Yeah, similar to Beyond Thankful last year. Failed to some degree on the Saturday. Came out and won the Wild Cup and went on to win the Newcastle Cup.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, well, just the one down at Moonee Valley. We've got Gretna going down there this week.
Yeah, she's already been a winner at Moonee Valley, plus one first up in Sydney. She heads down on Wednesday night, being tonight. Gets there Thursday morning. Having been there before, it'll be a breeze for her.
Awkward barrier.
Tough barrier. Might come in a couple depending on the emergencies getting a run. Ben Mellon knows her. She's a chance of picking up some black type.
Okay, and straight into Randwick. It's currently rated a soft 6. We've got So Willie in the first, 57 kilos, 57.5 kilos, Hugh Bowman.
Yeah, I think we'll be racing on a pretty wet track. I'd say it'll be a 9 or a 10 come Saturday. There's a lot of rain forecast for Friday and even Saturday, which is a bit of a shame because they've done a fantastic job with their track. And they're going to keep working on it, obviously, to try and get it right up to where it can be the best racing surface in Australia. I suppose that should be what we're aiming for, but fair play to them. 2 weeks ago when Winks won first up, the track was pretty good considering we'd just come out of a really tough winter. So let's hope that hard work's not undone with a complete downpour. Let's hope there is some good footing on Saturday.
Absolutely.
So Willie, yeah,
dropping back in trip?
Yeah, should be a problem. We've had a lot of success dropping horses back from 2000 to the mile, especially if it's a wet track. You'll need to be fit. He's going terrific. Hugh Bowman rides. Be hard to beat.
Okay, Thunder Down Under over 2,000 metres, barrier 10 in the field at 10.
Hasn't quite found his Australian form or his New Zealand form here in Australia. Big weight, but it's a huge drop in grade for him. He's been running against listed horses and good form races in New Zealand, so tying the rides, barrier 10, a few negatives there, but in terms of the barrier, but let's hope he can live up to his New Zealand form.
And Huey, trying to make it 3 in a row for Dubai in style?
Yeah, 3 different riders too, but I guess Hugh, there's no downside to Hugh riding him, is there?
No,
so,
absolutely not.
Good barrier, which is going to be good to get him to switch off. He won over 2,000 metres last start, so he's proven at the trip. He's won on a heavy 10 track 2 starts ago, and as I said, gate 4 he's going to get the run of the race.
Okay, into the Ming Dynasty. We've got High Mist.
Great chance. This horse is a very good horse. Obviously we rate him highly to be running him in a race like this first up for the preparation. Hugh rides again, gate 4, should get a lovely run.
Weight's compressed, but...
Yeah, he's a really good horse.
Okay.
Bit short for him, but just watch him through the spring.
And then into the 1400 metres, benchmark 92, we've got Saritsa.
Yeah, she's resuming off a very successful winter campaign, including a Group 2 win in Queensland, the Queensland Guineas, beating the boys.
Did she try well yesterday?
Very well, hard held, bit of AMA sort about it, wasn't there, prior to her winning first up.
Very smooth.
So gate 6 should get a lovely run. Obviously a heavy 10, you'd be querying whether we run her first up, but she has one on a heavy track, she's one on soft track, she's very versatile. She's by Dane Shadow. We know with Red Tracer being by the same stallion, she was adaptable to all conditions and a very good horse.
Okay, and in the same race we've got Torgerson.
Yeah, barrier 2, he never got out first up, and as a result
Ran well first up.
went terrific.
Considering.
A heavy track, if that's the case on Saturday, is probably a little bit of a negative for him, but he's one to follow through the grades this preparation, and as you said, this first up run was terrific.
Perfect. Then we've got the Furious Stakes. We've got Fox Plate, barrier 6, Hugh Bowman.
Yeah, well Hugh's won on her, and that was the main reason for the booking, wasn't it?
Yes.
Gate 6, she's won on a soft track, and this, if we do get this rain, it's going to open a lot of races up on Saturday. So
I think she loves it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a quality filly. She only got beat last start prior to a spell by the very promising Awoke and the big weight that Fox Play had to carry. Awoke had a weight relief on her that day and ambled up to her and beat her, but there was a lot of good in Fox Play's second all the same.
It was. And with next runner, Awoke.
Yeah,
Brenton Abdullah.
that's right. Gate 13 mightn't be a negative at all from 1200 metres. That might be coming out in the middle of the track, come the middle of the day. There's a little bit of Winks about this form line. This is a race that Winks won in her third start in a race, coming off 2 previous wins. I guess Winks did it because she's a very good horse. But that's the beauty of racing, you don't know where the next one's coming from. So barrier 13 needs a bit of luck, but as we said, the draws mightn't be that relevant.
Okay, and Overstep, 14 of 14.
Yeah, well she should handle the wet. Kathy O'Hara rides. Look, she's an on-pace runner. Kathy's great with rating horses. It's going to be an interesting race. We've got 3 nice fillies that need to step up to this level, but it's that time of the year where some do and some don't. So good to have chances on the day.
Okay, then going into the Chelmsford, where we're very well represented. The first runner, Preferment and Tommy Berry.
He's come back well. I'd say he'll need a run to get to his best fitness. Obviously he's as fit as hands can make him, but he just needs that race fitness, and a little bit suspect on the soft and heavy tracks, but he's in for a good prep.
Okay, who shot the varmint?
Had the benefit of first up run, likes the wet. He's actually a winner over a mile in New Zealand a long time ago, but don't discount a horse like him. As you know, Charlie, he's come back probably better than ever, and he's in for a good prep. A mile, second up, tough, but you never discount horses like him.
Okay, and Graham Marshall. He'll get the track he wants. Anyway.
Yeah, interesting to see he's never won on a heavy track, but some of his good Group 1 placings have been on heavy tracks. He's in pretty much the same boat as Who Shot the Barman. Who Shot the Barman might just have a little bit more dash, but he's come back well, and as we see with these lead-up runs, they are so important. You strike wet tracks, you get to your grand finals unfit, you're no use to anybody. So these boys are getting mileage into their legs, and at the same time hopefully picking up some good prize money for their owners.
Okay, and then we've got Storm the Stars.
Yeah.
Much better than that last trial?
Yeah, it was much better.
Much better.
He's gradually getting there. Well credentialed horse from the UK. Second Australian prep, and as we say time and time again, they do improve. He's got good wet track form. So there's a few positives there, but I'd say
If it's
Hill
a test, it will
Stakes,
suit.
Metropolitan's third up's more than likely going to be a better race for him.
Okay, then we've got Spirit Gym.
Again, good European wet track form on heavy tracks in France. That's going to help him. He didn't go too bad first Australian run, which I think was the Hollandale Cup in the winter, Gold Coast, 1800 metres. He went a terrific race. He got caught off the track and never had a chance. He might just show a bit of dash, this horse.
Okay. Enough dash to suit Winks?
No. Different class, obviously. But just running in the money or some fifth prize money would be terrific, and getting all those boys off to a good start or second up runs, as some of them are. But
Amazing prize money. Just for running you get $2.5 grand.
yeah, well that's Sydney prize money. It's gone from strength to strength, and they just don't rest on their laurels. They just keep working and keep working at the government, which is so important. The industry is a massive contributor to the New South Wales economy, and it's good that we get a little bit back from them time to time.
Okay. You need to say much more on Winks?
Well, obviously the biggest concern is the track. Like a heavy 10 track, you're talking some sort of safety concerns, which is when I guess you'd need to draw a line at some stage, and just in terms of herself and where she's at for the preparation. A heavy 10 track would take a lot out of her. She's a fit horse. We'll just think about it Saturday morning. There's no use getting too caught up in it. She's flying. She's come through a first up run terrific. She does handle wet tracks, but what people don't see is what comes out the other side. How does it affect her going towards a George Main at her third start of a prep? Then how's she going to get to Cox Plate at her fifth run of a prep? The whole preparation, as I've said right from the start, was designed so that if we did miss a run at some stage, it would have no effect on a grand final. So obviously the next run after Saturday will be a Group 1, the George Main, as will be the next two after that. So look, with horses you're making decisions every single minute of the day. We don't need to make a decision with her until Saturday morning. Let's hope this rain that they're all talking about doesn't come. How often does that happen if the weather forecasts get it wrong? Exactly. So we're worrying about weather when it hasn't happened yet. So look, she's flying. She's going terrific.
Okay. In the tramway we've got Sadler's Lake. It's a great effort last start.
Fantastic, and he doesn't mind a bit of given the track. Soft tracks are probably his forte, and as you said, his first up run was great. He had a big weight on that day and looks pretty well suited to this type of race.
Cosmic Cube in the same. Touch disappointing?
Touch, but it wasn't a flash ride, even though he is one of our lads, Rory. But I guess circumstances as well was more to the point. He just got caught 3 wide, no cover, first up, doing it tough. Yeah, it's a rare occurrence for Roy to get caught 3 wide, but on this occasion, first up, I think it brought the horse undone. Gate 4, he won't get caught 3 wide on Saturday. He will get a lovely run.
Perfect. And in the last, we've got a beautiful winner in Chaponosme.
Yeah, great horse. He's
flying.
Yeah, he's going terrific. He's had plenty of work, 2 trials, good Group 1 performer. 60 kilos, obviously on the wet track makes it hard, but geez, he's all class. He's got a rating of 109. The next highest rated horse is a 104, and an older horse, Japanese, he brings to the race. Good Group 1 and consistent form. So for a good prep.
And that's it. That's it, folks. Have a lovely weekend. We'll have a better one, but that's just because we've got champions flying around on Saturday.